Professor Bergman, it's Jim Nordstrom. We've just passed through the laser barrier, and we should be ready to start Dr. Russell's manual check on the radiation seals in a couple of minutes.
All right, Nordstrom. We're watching you closely.
Eagle 1-4 from Area 2 Monitoring Depot. This is Dr. Russell.
Yes, Doctor?
When will you finish unloading?
Well, the last few canisters are going in now. I should think in about 10 minutes.
Steiner, as soon as the ship lifts off, please begin a manual check on that radiation seal.
Yes, Doctor.
You're really making a thorough check.
Yes, I am.
So far, their brain activity is normal.
So far.
Moonbase Alpha from Eagle 2. We'll be arriving on schedule.
Eagle 2 from Moonbase Alpha. We copy.
Commander Koenig, we'll be landing at Moonbase Alpha at 23:35 lunar time.
Coffee, Commander.
Thank you.
I've got Commissioner Simmons on a video call from Earth, Commander.
I'll take it.
Ah, John. Well, you're signed, sealed, and approved. The Space Commission's just ratified your appointment as commander of Moonbase Alpha.
What about Commander Gorski?
Oh, I relieved him of his command an hour ago. He's not your problem, John. Now, your job is to put man on Meta.
Any new information?
How do you like this? The first close-up shot of the planet Meta, taken from the unmanned Spacefarer 9, just in.
An atmosphere.
Well, not only that. We're receiving signals, loud and clear, relayed from the same probe. There's no doubt about it. Planet Meta could be supporting life, as we know it. John, the Metaprobe astronaut virus infection mustn't be allowed to stop us. We must make a manned landing on Meta. Nothing must stop us. Nothing. Good luck.
We're getting great pictures, Commander, of the Metaprobe launch platform. I'll put them up for you. There's the probe ship docking now.
Looks good. But I'd like to see it on its way to Meta.
That's the lot, Professor. It all checks out.
There's definitely no radiation leakage. We're coming in now.
Good, Steiner. Thank you.
an increase in brain activity. Steiner, get Nordstrom out of there. I think he's in trouble.
Security, get out there and bring Nordstrom in.
Yes, sir.
Doctor, he is in trouble. I need some help out here. I'm trying to get out of here.
Intensive care unit, please stand by. We have a casualty.
Gotta get out of here. I'm trying to get out of here.
Decontamination area, come on.
Professor, he's gone berserk. I can't hold it. Let go, Nordstrom. On final descent, Commander.
Well, John.
Victor, still here?
Yes, I got caught. Things are far more serious than I suspect you've been told.
What do you mean?
People are dying up here, John.
The virus infection?
The virus infection.
Commander Koenig,
Commander Gorski?
I think we both know the situation. I imagine you'd want to be left alone to settle in. You've no doubt had a tedious journey.
Thank you.
If you want to talk things over before I leave, I shall be in my quarters. Good luck.
Well, I think he's taking it very well, considering the abruptness of a suspension.
Oh, I'm sure he'll survive.
Oh, I'm sure he will. He's always been very flexible.
Commander!
Benjamin.
Happy to see you.
Good to see you.
Commander,
Michael, how are you?
Hello, sir. How are you?
All right.
Tanya Alexandria.
Hello, Tanya.
Welcome back, Commander.
Oh, it's good to see you. All right. No virus. And what is it?
John, I just don't know. It looks very much like radiation, but,
But what?
there is no radiation.
Victor, you know me well enough to know I'm not going to ignore the fact that people are dying up here.
Oh,
But the space flight of the century must not be allowed to slip through our fingers.
no, of course I understand.
That planet is passing just close enough to make a landing. There's no margin for error.
Yes, but the problem here may affect the metaprobe. Dr. Russell has some interesting ideas.
Well, Simmons has told me all about Dr. Russell, and
Well, he couldn't have told you all that much. Commander Gorski refused to let her report any of her findings.
Oh.
Look, why don't you talk to her?
Yes?
Dr. Russell?
John Koenig.
Commander?
Dahlmeyer, 1887. As used by Louis Pasteur and Madame Curie, right?
It's a replica, a college prize.
Doctor, when will our Metaprobe astronauts recover from this virus?
It's not a virus. What they have is an unusual form of brain damage. Their condition is critical.
So they're not going to recover. What about the backup crew? Are they medically clear to fly this mission?
I can say they're as fit as astronauts Warren and Sparkman were before they were affected.
What's that supposed to mean?
Commander, I saw the 9th man die this morning. One moment he was fine. The next he lost all control. Here. There's a thermographic plate. A malignancy erupts. There's immediate disorientation of the kind that's classic in radiation attacks.
Doctor, you've had 11 cases so far.
9 deaths.
Yes, but all of those who died were workers at Nuclear Disposal Area 2. It's inconsistent. The 2 Metaprobe astronauts never went near that site.
I know. And there are more inconsistencies. No radiation leakage has ever been recorded there. But what is consistent is that the probe astronauts and the backup crews have lived the same lives, been through the same training program.
Are you saying the Metaprobe should not be launched?
What I am saying is that the backup crew appears to be medically fit. But as a doctor, because of the unknown factors, I can't guarantee that they won't be affected 3 days or 3 months out into deep space.
And you're saying medically the risk is unacceptable?
The risk is great. The decision, of course, is yours.
Doctor, I'd like to see the men.
Oh, that's fine, Jan. How soon can you do it?
In about a week.
Carter?
Commander, nice to see you.
Good to see you. Well, is she ready to go?
Yeah, we can start the countdown as soon as you give the word. Every hour's delay only reduces our chance of success.
How long to get the backup crew ready?
Oh, 7 days. Backup crew? What do you mean?
How long will it take?
Well, we can't do it. Calculations, coordinates. Hey, come on, Commander. You got a problem that you're not telling me about.
Captain, I'm here to get the Metaprobe launched. All I want to know is crew accepted, you're ready to go.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
John. Well, how are you? Settling in up there, I hope? I just wanted your first impressions of the situation.
There was another death this morning at the nuclear disposal area. Dr. Russell talks about a kind of brain damage caused by what she thinks is radiation.
Yes, I've heard all about her theory from Gorski. No, she's a very competent doctor, John, in certain fields of space medicine, but she's wrong about this situation. Dead wrong. So I'm going to send you up a team of top medical people to probe into this problem.
Hold it. Not that settled in. Before we do anything, I'd like to make sure there's no radiation leak at that disposal area.
Look here, those 2 Metaprobe astronauts didn't go anywhere near that area.
Simmons, 9 men have died. I want to find out why. Tell you what you can do. Stop sending up any more atomic waste until...
Now, you know I can't possibly do that. Atomic waste disposal is one of the biggest problems of our time.
Simmons, you assigned me up here to clear up this mess. That's what I'm trying to do now. All right, Commissioner. Let's trade off. You stop sending up the waste, I'll get your metaprobe launched. Deal?
Well, a temporary delay. That's the best I can do. If that's what you need.
That's what I need. Simmons, why did you lie to me?
You mean those men are no better?
No. They're no better. They're not going to get any better, and you know it.
All right, just a minute, John. We have to hold that story in. We have to. The International Lunar Finance Committee meeting on the 15th to discuss the meta signals and, in particular, our probe. Now, if one word, one hint of failure leaks out, they'll immediately abandon their support for our whole project. So just remember that.
Paul?
Commander?
I'm going to recheck that nuclear disposal area myself.
Yes, sir.
I'll need 2 volunteers.
Very good, Commander.
It's Area 1. Collins, you want to go to Area 2?
Well, that's where we are going, Commander. We just use Area 1 as a turning point. Navigation Beacon Delta. It's a landmark.
Some landmark.
Collins, let's move in closer and take a good look.
Yes, sir.
There's no radiation, John. I've checked it out. It counts normal.
That was the first nuclear waste area up here. Has it been used since I left?
No, they've moved on to Area 2. This one hasn't been used for 5 years.
You know, in those days, we had no centigrade radiation covers. How's it holding up?
All right, according to reports. It's constantly monitored.
All right, Collins, thank you. Let's move on to Area 2.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go.
Point 1 check complete. Radiation normal. No leakage. We're going on to point 48.
Fine, Jackson. Well, it seems all right.
So far.
Radiation normal. No leakage. That's it, sir. All okay out here.
All right, Jackson. Thanks. Now get out of there as fast as you can.
That seems to prove the radiation count here is within safe limits.
So much for Dr. Russell's theory. Whatever affected the 2 probe astronauts and killed the other 9 men was not radiation.
Seems not.
Damn it.
Commander, I've got to get out of here.
All right, Collins, we're leaving right now.
Now. Now. Now. Move aside, Commander. I'm getting out.
Don't do that, Collins. It'll kill us all.
Ouma, I want a breakdown of all recorded information on the training flights of the probe astronauts. I'd like them checked against the Eagle shuttle flights flown by Collins. Search for any correlation between them, any whatsoever.
Immediately, Commander.
Dr. Russell?
Commander, Dr. Mathias here.
What's the latest report on the condition of the Metaprobe astronauts?
Frank Warren died at 1328.
And Eric Sparkman?
Dr. Russell is with him now.
Computer, please verify that last report.
Stage 5 mutation complete. All brain activity stopped. Cell life sustained by artificial life support systems only. Conclusion, astronaut Eric Sparkman, deceased.
Died. Eric. Frank. Of what? I mean, I was told...
You were told lies. They died of an illness no one can understand. Earth Command wanted you to think it was a temporary setback.
But the metaprobe.
Forget the probe, Carter. Before we do anything more, I'm going to find out why those 2 men died.
There's no doubt about it. Planet Meta could be supporting life as we know it.
Yes, but the problem here may affect the metaprobe.
We must make a manned landing on Meta. Nothing must stop us. Nothing.
I can't guarantee that they won't be affected 3 days or 3 months out into deep space.
Now, your job is to put man on Meta.
The giant leap for mankind. It's beginning to look like a stumble in the dark.
This is a replay of the flight recorder from the Eagle, flown by Eric and Frank on their last training run. The flight was recording perfectly. Then suddenly everything went blank for 2 minutes. Just like that. Then just as sudden it all started again. Perfectly.
Where did the blankout occur?
Navigation beacon Delta on the far side.
Waste disposal on Area 1. Paul, check out all the figures on Area 1 for the past 10 days.
Sandra, check 10 on Area 1, please, and bring it in.
Yes, Paul.
The shuttle pilot, Collins, took us over Area 1 on his way to Area 2. Does he always fly that route?
4 or 6 times a week.
It's a turning point, right?
It's one of the few constructions on the dark side. It's a clear landmark for going to Area 2.
And the probe astronauts?
Well, they do their training flights over on the dark side, away from Alpha traffic.
But they fly over there regularly.
But there is a minimum altitude regulation.
And that's where the flight recorder blanked out, on their last training flight.
I had Collins fly low over that area this morning to get a good close look.
Paul, Commander, there is a steep rise in heat levels in disposal area 1. This is impossible.
All indications show that the radiation level is normal, but the heat continues to rise.
Victor, I think we've got a connection, a correlation.
Right, I'll be with you.
Bring in Area 1 on video.
That is incredible heat, but still no radiation.
It's incomprehensible. Heat without atomic activity.
Yeah. Let's have a look at that.
Burnout. Camera gone.
Second camera, please.
All visual contact lost.
Paul, I want an Eagle on the pad for immediate liftoff. We've got to see what's going on out there. Approaching Area 1. Check data systems running.
Data systems functioning.
It's getting more active. I'm increasing altitude. Still getting data?
The magnetic field's expanding. We can't measure it. Get him away from there quickly.
Hang on, Commander. We're going to try and blast you out of there.
Switch to onboard backup systems, Commander. We're losing you.
All systems out.
Rescue ship moving.
I'm at 4-9. Altitude 35. Switching out our rescue location beams now. Impact 10 seconds. Well?
Shock. Minor physical shock. We can't find anything else so far.
That's it, Commander. Well, I told you there was nothing wrong with me. I walked away from there. There was no damage.
Commander. But it's not the kind of damage I'm looking for. You knew that that area was suspect. You knew that it had already affected the 2 probe astronauts and the Eagle shuttle pilot in some way. And yet you went right out there yourself. We're looking for answers, Commander. Not heroes.
I didn't know you cared.
Look at this. It's a monitoring device from the old Area 1. It was used to record the magnetic output from the artificial gravity system there. When the area was closed down, it had nothing to record for 5 years, but now look at it.
It's a 20-fold increase in the magnetic field.
And that's before it burnt out. We've been obsessed with radiation. Wrong. This instrument's given me a lead. I think we're facing a new effect, arising from the atomic waste deposited here over the years. Magnetic energy outputs of unprecedented violence.
Magnetic energy responsible for the flare-up at Area 1.
Magnetic energy causing brain damage?
Something we didn't even think to check for, but I believe it was a sudden surge in magnetic field that wrecked your flight navigation system and blanked out the astronaut's flight recorder.
The probe astronauts flew over there daily, as did Collins and the shuttle.
And we've all been exposed to it. We've all been to Area 2, and to get there, we turn over Area 1. Well, it could be a cumulative effect that hasn't as yet...
There's an even bigger problem I see looming up. Area 1 burnt itself out in a magnetic subsurface firestorm. What worries me now is that the same thing could happen in Area 2.
How much time do we have?
We need solid data on magnetic levels.
I won't be responsible for any more men out on the surface in these conditions.
Neither will I. We equip an Eagle to monitor magnetic levels and do it by remote control. Straight ahead. Easy. Straight as you go. Good. That's good, Paul. Hold that, Paul. Sandra, readings.
Radiation count normal, magnetic field 0.
Okay, Paul, set her down. Right, Commander. Easy does it.
Blast her out of there, Paul.
A surge. A magnetic surge.
Paul, contact Commissioner Simmons immediately. Pass emergency code Alpha 1. Yes, sir. You're right, Doctor. It was radiation. Magnetic radiation. Now we're sitting on the biggest bomb man's ever made. Commissioner?
Commander?
My office tried to query you about your emergency code, Alpha 1. You didn't seem to be available.
I am now.
Commissioner, the heat is starting to rise on the interior of Area 2 as well. Now, it contains 140 times the amount of waste in Area 1. With quantities like that, there could be a chain reaction.
Well, what are the chances it could burn itself out, like Area 1?
Simmons, you don't seem to understand. We're sitting on top of it. There is no chance.
Well, what's to be done?
Try and break the pile apart, rip up the rods, destroy the mass. If we could disperse the mass over a wider area.
All right. Come on, let's do it.
We do have limited time.
Yes, Paul?
Conversion on the first 6 Eagles completed, Commander. They're moving into the area now.
All right, Paul. I'll be right with you. All right, Paul. Let's see it.
Yes, sir.
Ouma, I want central computer updated with everything possible, constantly.
Number 26, dispersed to grid C9.
Repeat, dispersed to grid C9. Grid C is full now, Ford. I'm moving over to P10. Base station Jeeper here. 36, 60 away. Getting kind of excited.
Well, we've had navigation failures on 2 of the ships. They returned to base for replacements.
The magnetic field must be expanding.
Tell them to increase altitude.
Right. Main mission to all Eagles, increase altitude by 10.
Do you have an extra ship?
No, sir, they're all committed.
Well, take the Commissioner's Eagle into orbit. Report on how things look from up there.
Right.
Greetings.
Heat level holding, magnetic field fluctuating.
That's what worries me.
I'm right behind you, man. Like I said. I think we should go up another 100, Commander.
Eagle 1 to Alpha.
Go ahead, 1.
Liftoff complete. Trajectory computed and programmed. I will be in orbit in 4 minutes.
Levels are holding steady. You think we have it under control, John?
Too early to tell.
Well, I must say it does look pretty promising to me. Well done. Now, I have to issue a communique sooner or later. Well, it'll give us more time to consider our next move. You see, John...
I see men risking their lives to avert disaster, total disaster. Now, wake up, Commissioner. If this goes wrong, there won't be anybody to issue a communique. There will be no survivors.
Commander, it's going up.
Boy,
On the mission.
Main mission to all Eagles. Return to base immediately. Repeat, return to base immediately.
Out of the Earth's orbit. That explosion. It has pushed us out of the Earth's orbit. Alpha, can you hear me? Repeat. Alpha, are you okay? Alpha, do you copy? I'm not receiving you. Thank God you're okay. What's happening down there?
We've got tremendous G-forces. We can hardly move.
We seem to be decelerating.
We're down to 3G. We're compensating.
I see, the whole disposal area has been acting like a gigantic rocket motor, pushing us out of orbit. But if it stopped fissioning, then we shan't be accelerating anymore. Carter might have a chance.
Carter, do you read me? Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Can you make it back to the base?
Yeah. I can make it. I'm closing now. I can make it.
Good, Captain.
Check out the base. This is main mission. All sections report.
Security section. We have audio contact. Video systems gone.
Service section. Lost all power. Operating on emergency systems.
Medical section, Paul. Explosive decompression in 2 compartments. Areas sealed off. No leaks. Sufficiently operational to accept casualties.
Gloria, help Lou, please.
I'm getting a long-range video picture from the Mars satellite.
Can we make it back to Earth?
Ouma, consult the master computer. I want a readout on contingency plan Exodus.
Yes, sir.
Punch it up on the big screen, Paul. It affects all of us here, all of us.
Emergency Operation Exodus. Indefinite factors. 1. Moon on unknown trajectory. 2. Constantly changing G-forces due to Moon's movement away from Earth. 3. Insufficient data to compute flight plan. All factors in memory bank relating to Operation Exodus inapplicable. Insufficient data available under prevailing circumstances. Human decision required.
Attention all sections Alpha.
This is Commander John Koenig.
As you know, our moon has been blasted out of orbit. We have been completely cut off from planet Earth. As we are, we have power, environment, and therefore the possibility of survival. If we should try to improvise a return to Earth without travel plots,
Without full resources, it is my belief that we would fail.
therefore, in my judgment, we do not try.
You better take a copy of that.
Fine, thank you.
Paul, you want to take a copy of that?
All right. Thank you.
Okay, Helena, you don't need one.
All right, just a minute. Once again, I've sat in at a command conference and listened to a cozy round of self-congratulations. Aren't we doing well? Adapting, adjusting, coming to terms. And once again, I am shocked that we've not discussed a serious attempt to locate Earth and return there. Going home.
Commissioner, our priorities are survival and the search for an alternative place to live. A return to Earth is out of the question.
Commander Koenig, sensors detect a powered object approaching Alpha at speed 3.72, range 4903.
What kind of a powered object?
Indications are that it is a manned spacecraft, Commander.
Kano, when do we have visual?
Estimate a minute or less.
Radio contact?
None, sir.
Keep all frequencies open. Alan, put Eagles 1 and 2 on the pad for immediate liftoff. I want to show our visitors every kind of welcome.
And if they're hostile, sir?
You'll be the first to know.
Visual.
Data analyzed and ready for printout, Commander.
Let's have it.
Subject, unidentified, powered object. Object will orbit Alpha position at coordinates 9079. Data confirms object manned.
Still no contact?
None, sir.
Eagle 1.
Commander?
Intercept that spacecraft. Lift off.
Eagle 2, lift off.
They're in trouble. They're not going into orbit.
Distress signals?
None.
Follow it down, Eagle 1.
It's gonna crash.
Stand clear, Eagles 1 and 2.
Paul, order a crash unit to launch pad 3 immediately. And call Carter, and I want him to fly it.
Yes, sir.
And tell Professor Bergman to meet us there. Kano, any readings of life signs from the crash site?
Negative, Commander.
Paul, get security to join us.
Right.
Dr. Russell would like you to come with us.
Koenig? I think I'd better come too.
Commissioner, right now I need a doctor and a scientist out there, not a politician.
Carter here. We'll be lifting off in 5 seconds.
All set? Can't believe it's just chance.
No, they picked us out, John.
Deliberate attempt to land on Alpha. They must know what they're looking for.
I wish we knew.
Looks like some kind of a hatch on the port side, Commander. I'll put it down. See if I can get a connection. Confirm complete contact, sir. Vacuum chamber is now ready for entry.
I'm returning Eagle to standby on launch pad number 1.
Victor? Any signs of life?
The atomic structure of the metal is very dense, but certainly no movement I can see.
Kano? Can you get us a Spectro X analysis?
Spectra X, Commander. Internal atmosphere 0, lunar gravity.
Helena, decompress.
Mister? Looks like a central locking point. That's it. Stand back.
Suspended animation?
Could be. All right, we've got to start somewhere. Tony, go back to the ship, bring back some lights and Dr. Russell's equipment. Paul, activate gravity control and atmosphere.
You have gravity and atmosphere, Commander.
Well, I hope they know what they're doing out there.
None of us knows for sure, Commissioner.
Koenig could be in danger. Why is there no visual link-up?
Now, hold your horses, Commissioner. We're all breaking our necks for a look.
Visual coming up now, Commissioner.
EKG and EEG, both negative.
There's absolutely no indication of life.
If it was suspended animation, maybe the crash killed them.
No heart function, no brain activity.
And as far as I can tell from radio microanalysis, the skin tissue shows no evidence of cell growth.
Who were they? Where did they come from?
We can't learn anymore without breaking this seal.
Well, we've taken every possible precaution. There's nothing else we can do.
Right, let's do it. Stand by, computer, for biochemical analysis.
Main mission standing by.
All our instruments indicated that life no longer existed.
Yes, we were convinced of it. Only then did we break the seal.
Come on. What the hell's the delay?
Maybe they don't live by lunar time, Commissioner.
Paul, have the crash unit stand by. They're going to fly the spaceship in on half power. Crash unit, stand down.
Maintenance crew, prepare to receive alien spaceship.
Security, stand by travel tube to alien spaceship.
And prepare for visitors.
Excuse me. Well, Koenig? I think you should introduce us.
Captain Zantor, Commissioner Simmons.
Your status, please.
I represent Earth Authority here on Moonbase Alpha. And in that capacity, may I say, welcome.
You represent Earth Authority?
Yes. And may I first assure you that those responsible for the regrettable loss of your crew member will be brought to account.
Commissioner, I take the responsibility.
Yes, you must, as operational commander.
We realize that the mistake which destroyed our comrade was from ignorance, not malice. We do not require judicial revenge.
Captain, as soon as you've refreshed yourselves, I suggest we meet to discuss our situation. Dr. Russell will see you to your quarters.
Be careful, Koenig. They may not be as friendly as they seem.
Please accept these gifts as peace tokens from the people of Kaldor. The Libra bird was our symbol of peace and freedom. But like everything else on our planet, it ultimately became sterile. When we left, there were only 2 surviving pairs. And their eggs, when filled with gold, were greatly prized as memorials to our fading life.
Thank you, Captain. We accept your gifts. May I ask how long you've been traveling?
Approximately 3.5 of your centuries. Our planet was dying. Our people sent out many ships, one to each planet we believed could sustain our kind of life.
And your ship was programmed to land on this moon?
Only to orbit this moon. And then we would reanimate and prepare for the final stage of our journey to your planet, Earth.
Are you aware this moon is no longer in Earth's orbit?
Yes. I fear that random variations in your trajectory and velocity caused our computer to err, and so we have crashed.
Well, it's remarkable your computer was able to find us at all.
It was so programmed. How could it do otherwise?
Is your computer capable of calculating the present position of Earth?
Yes.
And it's programmed to reach Earth?
That is our prime directive.
Should be ours, too. Unfortunately, some of us seem to have lost the will to achieve it.
So your hope is to settle on Earth?
If we are welcome, yes.
But if you are not?
Then we would submit ourselves to voluntary reduction. In your terms, we would take our own lives.
May I suggest that I run some tests to determine whether or not you and our people on Earth are medically compatible?
I'll help to assess the damage to your ship.
I'll leave you in their hands.
We are grateful.
My pleasure, Captain. Symbol of peace and freedom.
Perhaps the impossible doesn't take as long as we thought. Their ship is bound for Earth. Their computer's programmed for going home. You just heard him say so.
What are you suggesting?
Oh, come on now. None of you thought we had a chance. This is it. All we need is the courage, the vision, and the leadership to seize their ship.
And the Kaldorians?
Expendable.
Cryogenic deep freezing we found to be inadequate for suspended animation. The deterioration of the body can be slowed down, but life itself cannot be suspended in that way. On Earth, you freeze food to keep it fresh, do you not?
Yes, we do here.
But the flavor fades.
The problem's the same all over the universe.
Exactly. The flavor of life itself is lost. But our process is different. We have found a way of accelerating energy to create a cycle which holds all the cell particles in stasis. There is no reason why that process should not be adapted to human use.
I find you sufficiently human, Captain Zantor.
Then you will recommend that we continue our journey to Earth.
Yes.
Your beauty would be greatly enhanced by suspended animation, Doctor.
Thank you.
To be perfectly at peace for 75 years. That is the time our computer has calculated it will take us to reach Earth.
75 years?
The time will pass like a dream in an instant. Commander, with your approval, we wish to continue our journey. And in order to do that, we must complete the repairs to our ship and leave within 20 of your lunar hours. It is impossible to reprogram the computer from its prime directive.
Dr. Russell?
They're medically clear.
Should you decide that we can go, there will, of course, be a vacant space on our ship.
So one of us can go home?
The similarities between us are greater than the differences. There is no reason why we should not suspend animation for one of your people.
Well, thank you, Captain. It's a most generous offer. Check out the process thoroughly and let me know.
Koenig?
Captain Zantor, will you help us set up the experiment?
I know all that, Tony, but if it'll work for one, it'll work for others. Now seize their ship. Then 6 of us can go home.
Shut up, Simmons. Given any thought what Earth will be like in 2074?
Well, whatever it's like, it's still our home. Our natural home.
Simmons, if that suspended animation process works, the computer will make a choice, an unbiased choice of one passenger from Alpha. You'll be eligible like all the others.
Including yourself, of course.
No.
What?
No, and don't try to understand why.
Look, Koenig, I ought to be the one to go. I mean, I have no place here on Alpha. No function.
Believe me, Simmons, if I could rig that computer, it would shout out your name. But you take your chance like the rest. Kano? I want computer program to select one person from Alpha to return to Earth. The answer's to be confidential and in code.
It'll take some time, Commander.
John, serious emergency. The spaceship, immediately. There was every reason to believe it would work. Both computers confirmed it.
Damn the computers.
She is not dead, Commander. Her life cycle is suspended in time.
If you're so clever with life and death, Captain, bring her out of it.
We're ready to try again, Captain.
Do you know what you're doing?
Captain Zantor is in charge, Commander.
It's not working.
Commander. I had Kano run the Kaldorian data through the telemetric computer.
What data?
Well, the relative position of Earth, sir. It's that away.
$75 years. What's that in miles?
Ah, yes. Well, the computer passed that one up. Pretty busy with other problems just now.
How are they doing, Paul?
Well, the boys have slowed up a bit.
About the ship will be ready on schedule.
Commander?
What's happening inside? Thank you.
Attention, Commander Koenig. Commander, could you please return to the spaceship? We need your advice.
Dr. Russell has been put into a deeper sleep than is right for the human metabolism. Our mistake was to accept your computer's profile of her without question.
Our mistake was to allow her to try the experiment at all.
We overestimated your computer's ability to analyze the human spirit. It does not seem to have understood it.
Does your computer understand it?
Oh, yes. But in reanimating from so deep a sleep, there is a danger of cell damage to the brain. The alternative is death.
Captain.
John, we must trust him.
Commander?
Go ahead, Captain. Well, Captain? Paul, the spaceship will be ready for countdown at 0900 hours, sir.
So, one of us is going home.
Looks that way.
Commander, I have computer's choice for the return to Earth.
Well, I see you all want to go home. I asked computer to choose one name. It has given me a list of 3. A classic case of computer buck passing.
Yes. Supposing you just read the list.
No, Simmons. I'm not decoding this until Dr. Russell convinces me the process is absolutely safe for us.
Well, I don't mind giving it a whirl.
Alan, even if it works, it won't be a picnic. 75 years is a long time.
Yeah. Keep talking, Granddad.
Alan, we're not even sure the Earth still exists. And even if it does, our families, those we've loved, won't be there anymore. 8:55, Paul.
5 minutes to go.
Have Captain Zantor come to my office.
Very good, sir. On his way.
You're supposed to be commander. You shouldn't have left that choice to a machine.
The choice must be an objective one.
The choice is obvious. As commissioner, I'm not part of your team of experts here on Alpha. My work is on Earth. Now, one word from you, and I can be on that spaceship.
Simmons, I'll promise you only this. If the computer chooses you, you go with my blessings.
And if it doesn't?
Then you wave goodbye with the rest of us.
No, I've been a politician all my life. I don't believe in chance.
Well, welcome back to the land of the living. How do you feel?
No after effects at all.
Thank you, Captain.
There remains only one question to be decided, Commander. Who is going to accompany us to Earth?
Helena, are you totally convinced it's safe?
We're beginning to understand the principle. The process will work if Captain Zantor's computer has a complete matrix of its human subject.
But if somebody other than Dr. Russell were to go?
Then we shall have to make a matrix of the individual you choose.
Goodbye.
Commander.
Kano? I want computer to make the final choice. One name. Paul?
Commander.
Begin the countdown. Victor, if the computer chooses you, will you go?
I don't know. Maybe I've had enough of Earth and its so-called civilization.
What about you, Helena?
I don't know. It is a nice idea.
Kano! Simmons has my comm lock.
Now, you're going to do exactly as I tell you.
According to this, Simmons has proceeded from main mission to the maintenance section, has just now entered the power station. Kano, deactivate that comm lock and have computer program an alternate command comm lock for me. Explain to the computer as best you can. Sandra, put me through to the power station.
Simmons, we have you on visual. You can come out peaceably, or we'll come and take you out. Your choice.
Open it. Open it!
Paul, get security to seal off the power station, but no one's to move in until I give the order.
Yes, sir.
Sandra, let's see what he's up to.
Switch it off. And the other.
Simmons!
It's too late for talk, Commander.
Simmons, you're trapped!
Really? I know precisely what I'm doing.
Open up.
Sandra, let's see that close up.
Switch to reserve power.
Stabilize our backup power.
Trying to, sir.
Now listen to me, Koenig. This is my hostage.
Koenig, those men are just stunned.
Now don't make me kill anyone. No one on Alpha will live for more than 30 minutes without this unit in place.
Stabilize that power, Paul.
Now I go on that ship.
Or Moonbase Alpha freezes over. It's up to you.
What do you say now?
Commander, countdown is T-minus 28 minutes. Do I continue counting? Continue.
Simmons, put back that unit. Computer hasn't made the final choice yet.
Oh, yes, I know my chances, Koenig. Now, this way I go for sure. It's my decision.
You have no right to make that decision.
I got to be commissioner by doing what was necessary.
Not what was right. Now you have 15 minutes to persuade your alien friends or freeze.
Damn it. Hold the counter. Get Captain Zantor here.
Captain Zantor to main mission, please. Captain Zantor to main mission.
If there's one man Alpha could do without, it's Simmons. I say let him go. Any decision we make on this must involve Zantor.
We can't, Commander. We can't let Simmons jump the computer.
Moonbase systems are running down, Commander. We must decide soon.
Okay. So let Simmons think he's going, Commander. We can take him on his way out to the ship. Especially with Zantor in the know.
We can't afford to play games with that converter.
It's wrong, John. You've got to let him go.
Captain. Commissioner Simmons insists on returning to Earth with you. Unless we agree, he'll destroy Alpha.
Is he capable of carrying out this threat?
He is.
Then you must accept his terms.
I agree.
It's blackmail.
Let him go, Commander. We'll be well rid of him.
Simmons.
Koenig. Your decision.
We agree. Program Commissioner Simmons restricted access from the power station to the spaceship. Yes, sir.
Guarantees, Koenig.
My word.
Not enough.
Commissioner, you need our cooperation. I will be your hostage.
I accept.
Captain, the U.S. Simmons, you'll need this. Thank you, Captain.
I understand your position, Commander. The Commissioner is diseased, and it is a tragedy that he should succeed through the use of force. My thanks, Commander. Professor. take your travel position, Commissioner. The rest is automatic.
You first. Hello, Earth. Hello, Earth. This is Commissioner Simmons, returning home after 75 years.
Hello, Earth? Earth Control. You hear me? Come in, Earth. Hello, Earth? Earth? Earth, can you read me? Hello, Earth.
Commander? Yes, Paul?
I'm getting a signal, sir, from the Kaldorian spaceship.
What kind of a signal?
From Commissioner Simmons, sir. He thinks he's approaching Earth.
Hello, Earth, can you hear me? Earth? Hello, Earth. Earth, this is Commissioner Simmons, returning home. Can you hear me?
Zantor and you. He must have known.
No. Well, evidently Simmons didn't give him a chance to make a matrix for his computer.
Hello, Earth? Earth?
Earth, can you hear me? What's the matter with everybody? Hasn't worked. Hasn't worked. Koenig? Koenig! Can you hear me, Koenig?
You've got to help me. Koenig, this hasn't worked. You've got to help me. Send someone to get me, Koenig. Koenig, help me.
There's nothing we can do.
Koenig, can you hear me, Koenig?
Answer me! Koenig! Zantor! 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 For God's sake, Zantor, get me out of here! Zantor! Help me! Help me! For God's sake, Zantor! Help me! Someone! I gotta get out! I gotta get out! For God's sake, help me!
John, who did the computer finally choose?
Simmons.
The totally unforeseen accident on the lunar surface has caused very serious repercussions here on Earth. The gravity disruption, the earthquakes in the United States along the San Andreas Fault and in Yugoslavia, as well as southern France, has caused enormous damage to life and property. The International Lunar Commission, with its new chairman, is in executive conference at this moment, deciding what steps might be taken to rescue the 311 men and women on Moon Base Alpha. Little hope is held, however, that there are any survivors. For a short time, it was thought a rescue might have been attempted from the space dock, until that, too, was hurled out of orbit. It has now been established that the moon's acceleration away from Earth has put it beyond the reach of any Earth.
All scan all frequencies for any signal from Earth, anything. Hold that.
It's metal.
Maybe that's where our future lies. Maybe there. September 13, 1999. Meta signals increasing. Yes. Maybe there.